Hi, my name is Mel Robbins, and I'm going to share with you my thoughts on taking responsibility for your life, the key to unlocking your full potential. Let's be perfectly clear about one thing. Significant success doesn't happen by chance, nor does it patiently wait for the perfect moment to show itself. People who achieve great things in their lives, business, health, relationships, don't just wait for opportunities to fall into their laps. They are not passive receivers of fate. Instead, they act. They constantly take responsibility for their position and their direction. Taking responsibility for your life is not about punishing yourself. It's not about living in guilt for past mistakes. It's about recognizing that your results are largely a product of your decisions and that you have the power to shape what comes next. This shift in perspective can be the catalyst for a complete transformation. It's the tool that allows you to break down obstacles that once seemed impossible to overcome. To truly understand the power of this idea, we first need to figure out what it really means to take responsibility. It's not about taking the blame for every bad thing that happens. That couldn't be further from the truth. Taking responsibility isn't saying, everything bad that happens is my fault. It's also not about just accepting harm or unfairness without doing anything. True responsibility means understanding that you can't control what happens outside of you, but you always get to choose how you react. That small difference is the key that unlocks everything else. There are so many things outside of your control, like the economy, traffic, the weather, or other people's moods. Trying to manage these things is pointless and frustrating. But you do control your actions, your attitude, and how you look at what's happening. When something goes wrong, ask yourself questions that give you back your power. What am I learning from this? And what's my next step? In any situation, you find yourself at a major crossroads, where you choose one of two paths. One is the path of the victim, the other is the path of the creator. These aren't labels that are forced on you. They are mindsets you choose moment by moment. The path you choose determines how you feel and what you achieve in the long run. The victim mindset looks for someone to blame. It's not my fault my family is like this. My boss is unfair. Life is unfair. They feel stuck and just wait for the world to change. The creator acts with purpose. They look for opportunities within themselves. They accept what happened and decide what to do next. This change in thinking opens doors that were once closed. Stop watching from the sidelines and get in the game. That's where your true power comes from. The two biggest problems: guilt and excuses. Guilt keeps you stuck in the past without learning. Excuses make it okay to do nothing right now. They give you a false sense of comfort and hold you back. It's easier to say, I don't have time to exercise. I don't have money to save. That way, you avoid the uncomfortable feeling of changing. Being committed to responsibility means you stop feeding those stories. You stop blaming yourself and making excuses for not doing anything. Focus on the only question that matters. Look for small steps you can take right away. I can walk for 10 minutes today. I can choose water instead of soda. These are small victories, not huge accomplishments. Being consistent breaks down the strength of excuses. Every action weakens the chain and gives you back control. Every day there are thousands of decisions, and each one matters. Today's choices, however small they seem, are the building blocks of your future. Watching TV instead of reading, spending on coffee instead of saving, staying silent instead of asking for help, it all adds up over time. Responsibility means owning those decisions and their results. It's not about punishing yourself. The goal is to learn. If the outcome isn't what you wanted, what went wrong? What was I thinking? What information was missing? What will I do differently? Turn failure into a lesson. Failure is bound to happen and is needed. The difference is how you deal with it. Those who take ownership learn, adjust, improve, and keep moving forward. Taking responsibility creates a positive feedback loop. It's a good cycle. Action builds trust, and trust drives new actions. When you stop waiting and start doing, you feel more in control, even with small actions. You decide to take care of yourself. You walk daily, and soon you have more energy. That real result sparks confidence. That spark leads you to your finances. You create a budget, save every week, you see progress and feel at peace. Empowerment isn't being stuck up, it's a quiet confidence. Small, responsible actions, done over and over, boost your personal power. Don't wait to feel confident to start. Just do it. Action creates confidence. You prove it to yourself with actions, day by day. Success isn't just good luck. It comes from doing things consistently and with discipline over a long time. It's not built with fancy stuff, but with small, everyday steps. Being responsible is at the heart of this whole process. It helps you keep going and bounce back. If you don't take ownership, even the best plans can fall apart. One single step isn't a big deal, but choosing to do it every day builds momentum. 60 hours of exercise in a year, a financial cushion in 10 years. That's compounding working for you. The path has detours, roadblocks, and doubts. If you're not responsible, you give up. If you are, you learn and try again. That ability to bounce back comes from being responsible. Successful people show up every single day because they get that success is a system with responsibility as its foundation. Theory is good, but action changes lives. Close the gap with simple, practical steps today. They don't need a lot of time or money, but they do need commitment. They are the physical way you show what you choose. For your health, walk 15 minutes a day, drink an extra glass of water, go to bed half an hour earlier. The power is in doing things regularly. For your money, start small and automatically. Pay attention for a short time, but consistently. Get rid of a cost you don't use today. To grow, one article every morning, a video at lunch, or a podcast on your commute, 10 minutes of daily practice adds up to over 60 hours a year. Being consistent sets you apart and pushes you forward. Taking responsibility isn't a burden or a punishment. It's a key that unlocks your potential and opens up a life designed by you. Let go of guilt and excuses, and you can build. Taking charge speeds up your learning. Small, steady actions bring you closer to success. You don't need luck or the stars to align, just the next small step. The power isn't in some far-off future. It's right inside you, right now. It's waiting to be turned on. Start today with just one mindful choice. Pick a small area to make better. Write down a simple, clear action. Then do it. Don't wait for motivation or the perfect moment. Tomorrow, do it again. Small changes add up. Your confidence grows. You'll see yourself as the creator, the architect of your life. You have everything you need.